Huddle for Southport. Thomas trying to get away, and he does, and he's got a lane towards the sideline, and he will put his shoulder into a defender, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. An excellent athletic play there by Kellen Thomas.
Kellen Thomas, we mentioned multiple times, he's just an athlete, and he's a very strong athlete at that. As you could see as he ran that ball, he was able to knock off 2 defenders and stay on his feet even as he was pushed out of bounds.
So Southport gets with the first touchdown of the contest, and if you'd asked me 10 minutes ago who was going to score the first touchdown, I certainly would not have said Southport.
Definitely not Southport. And on that run there by Bussey is something we were talking about earlier. Is just they've been able to get those 3- and 4-yard runs at will, and they were able to do that right there to get the touchdown. If you're Coach Bill Peoples, you have to be ecstatic right now. The way your team has played up until that last possession basically gave Bloomington North 6 points and could have been more. So if you're on the Southport end, you have to be happy going into the half unless something happens here within the next 30 seconds. And for Bloomington North, you have to be discouraged. But at the same time, you have to let your kids know that, hey, we've been able to force them into mistakes. Let's start capitalizing on those mistakes. And it has to be a positive halftime talk.
And, you have to like what you've seen, particularly out of their front 7. They've really clogged the lanes for the Cardinals for the most part of the game.
Yeah, Bloomington North, outside of that last drive, their defense looked basically perfect. They've been stopping Southport, had them pinned back in their own territory deep. We're getting great field position off Southport, either bad punts or miscues on their punts. So Bloomington North, yes, they're down 1 at halftime, but they've still got some things to be encouraged about.
Breaks free, 10, 5, touchdown, Bloomington North.
As a Bloomington North Cougar, you have to be very excited with how that offensive drive went. And on that last run, great run there by number 13 for the Cougars, Ty Smith. As you can see the replay here, just shoots the gap. Southport no answer there as he gets the big run for the touchdown for the Cougars.
Gives themselves a 6-point lead. No, they're going to run a fake, and McCoy tosses it off, and a nice job there. He gets it to Fitzgerald, a 2-point conversion, and a 7-point lead for the Cougars.
What a play there by McCoy, holding it to the last possible second, then pitching it back to their kicker, Fitzgerald, who scores in a 2-point conversion. A little trickery there for the Cougars, gives themselves a 1-touchdown advantage, and they've got all the momentum in this game right now.
Southport trying to set the return up and bouncing off a couple of tacklers down the field, and daylight in front of them and all the way to the end zone. That will be a touchdown for number 22, Chris Dalton.
Well, you just talked about momentum there, Galen. Bloomington North had all the momentum, and Southport is able to respond with a kickoff return for a touchdown. Got to be discouraging for Bloomington North. You just went the whole length of the field, got a touchdown, as we can see here on the replay. Just shoots a gap, picks up some good blocks. Once he hit daylight, there was no chance for Fitzgerald, number 90, the kicker, to catch him.
Cameron Turner on that return, not Dalton, but Turner showing some wheels there, and we were kind of used to that family having some wheels, as you talked about earlier, Tony.
Yeah, Turner there, the brother of Nick Turner, former IU running back for the Hoosiers. In high school was all-county for Southport. Showing that speed, he runs a 4.340. His brother's probably not too far behind as he ties the game, helps Southport tie the game up here.
Now Kellen Thomas going to scramble for the touchdown.
Kellen Thomas showing his brute strength there on that run as he's able to break some tackles. Strong quarterback. Southport now 2 scores within the last 3 minutes, really kind of taking control of momentum full, as you can see the replay here. A good play call there with the draw. As you can see, Kellen Thomas able to break some tackles here. Right here, just showing his strength, showing his finesse as he's able to walk a tight line along the out-of-bounds line there, and then he's able to score for the touchdown.
Over the middle, and that ball is picked off by Kenneth Hawkins. And a nice job there by Southport. A flag flies at the end of the play. It was pretty obvious where that play was going. They try to hit Williams on the post, and just a good job by Hawkins to jump the route.
Yeah, McCoy telegraphed that pass. Yeah, I don't know who the receiver was. We had a receiver open on the left for the first down. I think his one option was Williams that played. Kenneth Hawkins redeeming himself with that pass interference against Williams earlier. As you can see here, as he makes a great play on the ball, turns around, makes a catch, and is able to get a few more yards for Southport as Bloomington North with a big turnover there. Yeah, and he's really just carrying that momentum here. As you look at the replay here on the rollout, pretty sure he knew that he was going to run that ball the whole time, just kind of threw him off with the pass fake. But Kellen Thomas showing he's versatile here on his feet today, looking very, very good.
I was really wondering what they need to do to try to stop Kellen Thomas.
Yeah, Kellen Thomas has looked great thus far. Like I said earlier, I didn't really know what to expect out of him after talking to his coaches, but I mean, he's been everything there for Southport today. And you know, when you look at this game and you look back at that kickoff return for Southport, Southport's down 14-7. Bloomington North just had a great drive. They scored. Then they have a great two-point conversion. The crowd's on their feet. And then at the break of a hat there, you're tied 14-14. And Southport really just took that momentum and just carried it, scoring 21 straight.
Well,